Network Noel, how are you? Welcome to Spin Towers.
Well, thank you very much. It's nice to be on the radio. Yeah. Yes. Hello.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you're a bit of a legend because we've had so many stars coming into Spin Towers, but there has never been a frenzy like there has been this morning when everyone heard that Network Noel was coming into us today.
Well, I'm delighted to be here. Look at the buttons. This is mad. It's like a spaceship or a capsule in a rocket.
They do always say when you meet celebrities that they tend to be shorter than you were expecting. You are a little bit shorter than I was expecting.
Well, you know, I'm not going to get personal with you. There's plenty of things one could say about your good selves, but I'm here to talk about the buses, really.
So listen, let's start about the buses then, Network Noel. What first got you into buses?
Well, it's a good question. I don't know, to tell you the truth. I do remember that one thing that happened to me. I was a kid, and it was my first day getting the bus home from school on my own. And what happened was, didn't I take the wrong bus? The old eyesight was never great. And I took the wrong bus, and I ended up in Meath, of all places.
Oh, God.
Now, with respect to the people of Meath, I'm sure they're fine people, but you don't want to be in Meath. Yeah, it's a dub. You know, I have an affinity with things urban and not things rural. Anyway, next thing I knew, I was being chased around the field by this four-legged wobbly monster, and I thought that at the time anyway. It turned out to be a cow. It was never great with the countryside. Anyway, eventually this driver, lovely fella, fair play to him, he saw me legging it round the field like a mad joke, and he brought me back into town on the bus. And I never found out his name, but he left me with a timetable and a route map for the 83, which was the bus I should have taken. And the minute I got home, I can tell you, I learned that timetable and route map off by heart.
Do you have a favourite bus route now? Because we hear you on the ads, you're all talking about all the different routes around Dublin.
You can't have it'd be like picking a favourite child, you know. Mind you, I do have a soft spot for the 15 from Ballycullen to Clongriffin. It spans nearly the whole town. Also close to my heart is the 4 from Harristown to Monkstown. Another cross-city miracle. You know, it stops at the pool there in the Bluebell pool in Monkstown. Oh, it's beautiful. You can go for a little swim and then hop straight back on the bus and go all the way back to Harristown again. Or you can, as I often do, I just get off the bus and I stand and I look at it. The majesty of a dormant bus. The beauty of this parked, glorious machine. And I watch as the driver does the crossword or whatever he does, and then I hop straight back on and I'm on it for another good hour and a half. It's beautiful.
Listen, we love your hair.
Thank you very much.
Can I touch it?
Well,
It's a bit like Jedward. It stays very well in place.
Very good.
I was born like that. What can I say? I wouldn't be overly concerned with my appearance, to be honest with you. You know, as long as I don't look too slapdash, I'm happy. Hair-wise, I usually just get a dry cut once a month, and then I just wash and go, whether it be on the 83 or the 77A or whatever. I'm lucky enough to have a good head of hair because Noel looks after me roots. No pun intended, but you get it.
Clever.
Speaking of Noel, how did you and Network Noel meet? Like, was it on a bus?
No, it was at our Debs, actually, yeah. But we were going to it with each other. I was going with this other girl, and she was going with this big nerdy bloke called Kieran. But as soon as we got in the door at the venue, our eyes met across the dance floor, and, well, there was just some kind of connection. I don't know what it was. Anyway, they had, do you remember, they had slow sets back then, and eventually I got up the courage to ask Noel to dance. I'll always remember the song, I Got You, Babe, by UB40. I'll never forget that, because the 40, that goes from Finglas to Liffey Valley. And it was number 1 at the time. The number 1, which goes from Sandymount to Santry.
No, myself and Tracy were having a discussion before you came in. I have a feeling, I don't know why, but I have a feeling you're a Man United supporter. Who do you support?
Well, Man United are an English football team, I believe. Yes, no, that wouldn't be my style. No, I support St. Pat's.
St. Pat's,
yeah. Would have been Arsenal in the old days now when they had Liam Brady and Frank Stapleton and David O'Leary and those guys. But now it's all French and German fellows over there. So no, St. Pat's. I used to play at school a bit, but I kept getting kicked for some reason.
Network Noel, you've given us a laugh on the ads. We love you, and thanks so much for coming to Spin 1038.
Thank yous.